Everybody. Otaku Summit. This is one fourth of your co-hosts, and we're just two of us today. But this is Kuma with you today. Here with Omar. Tell the people what's up, Omar. Tell the people what's up.
My name is Vengeance Javon. When you start saying my name right, bro.
First of all, first and foremost, your name changes every part. First, you want to be Batman. Now you want to be Vengeance. You gonna have to live with the. You are going to have to live with the fact that I'm just calling you Omar. I am with your shenanigans. I with your shenanigans. But yeah, it's just the two of us today on the pod. But that's okay. We both have a great pod anyway. We both to
Yes,
do good
yes.
things. First things first. Before we get started and before we really get into things, we have to recognize some great losses today. Even though it's outside of the anime community news, but still great losses and impactful ones to our childhood nonetheless. We lost JDF today, sadly.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, that was Tommy, the original Ranger, the Green Ranger, and the Red Ranger.
Red
Very iconic
Ranger and the
character.
Black
Yes,
Ranger,
and the
bro.
Black Rangers.
I
Listen,
tell everybody, Jason David Frank was
uh-huh.
Power Rangers, way. That man
He was,
exemplified everything
he was, he
that was
was.
Power Rangers.
And he
Like
stuck with the series for a very long time. Like he
to
was
this
really
to this day, even like it's just so surreal because I remember couple weeks ago, I sent you and CJ this thing where they had like I think it was going to be like a sequel to In Space because they had the
yeah.
original Billy and the original Zach set to like reprise their role in some special thing for the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers.
That's dope.
And I was wondering, I was like, it's weird that JDF wasn't a part of this, but I
Mm.
thought that maybe they was going to be saving him for something else, but clearly this man was going through shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And what
Unfortunately,
happened
unfortunately,
ultimately happened today. So
yeah. Unfortunately. Great loss. We're gonna miss him, like you said. Very, very big part of our love of the Power Rangers growing up as kids. And not only him, we lost Kevin Conroy, man. We lost Kevin Conroy, the original voice of the Batman from the Batman animated series. Very big figure. That one hurt too. That one hurt a lot. That one hurt a lot. I can't picture any other Batman voice other than his. So it's gonna be very interesting moving forward. Um, without him tied to the series, I'm just happy he was able to actually be. Well, not, I don't guess I guess he. I'm not sure. I can remember if he ever got to put on the suit in the series, but at least he was able to um, take on the mantle of Bruce Wayne in the Batwoman series. Was it Batwoman? I think it was Batwoman series as well. So at least we got that. And I think we lost Omar. I think we did. I think we did. I think we did. We may have lost him. 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 Will this become a one man show? Will this be a one man pod today? Let's find out. Let's figure this one out. Well, in between time of him coming back and then Omar getting everything sorted out, there was a lot that happened in the past weeks of us releasing our last episode for the Otaku Summit. We had the end of Tokyo Revengers. We had Ash pretty much putting the world on a standstill and sending a shockwave throughout the entire universe for finally winning a championship after years and years and years and years and years and years and years of failing. So that was very big to see. We had New York Comic Con that happened this week, and a lot of anime news coming out of that. Ishiyama was there. He had a panel at the con that he revealed some stuff, some things that we'll get into there, and then of course we have High Drive making an even bigger push to put their foot and to get their feet wet in the anime streaming game as well. By recently finding out they have taken on the rights of streaming to a pretty big anime that's coming out. I'd say next year sometime, and one that's been highly anticipated, and one that I know Ma has talked about a lot on the pod as well. So that should be very interesting to get into a bit, just to see this what the landscape is like now that a lot of different anime platforms are popping up and people are getting more into the medium. And there he is. There he's back. There he's back. I was just
Yeah.
telling the people uh, of some of the stuff that we were going to talk about today. So I was just mentioning how High Drive got Oshinoko.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes,
pretty
yes.
big, considering it's a
Mm-hmm.
very anticipated. I was saying a very anticipated anime coming out. And just them really trying to cement their feet into the anime streaming world as well as also, of course, we had the ending of Tokyo Revengers. We had Ash's victory sending shockwaves throughout the entire universe at
Yeah.
large. That was a
Yes,
very big
yes.
deal. Yeah, it was very. We're gonna touch on it. What else would happen? What else did we miss in the time gone?
Well,
Ishiyama was at New York Comic Con. He had a panel there. He talked about some things. Like I said, I mentioned, he talks about some things, interesting things. At least he had something, one thing in particular that was very interesting to hear come from him.
yeah,
Uh,
well, two things
oh,
to
I didn't
pick
know
back
Iron One,
to.
but we can get to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I think that's it. Let me just go. Let me take a quick dab at my notes just to make
Well,
sure.
one
What you
thing,
got?
one
What
thing
you
I
got?
could say is that the Dragon Ball Super manga is coming back next
Yes,
month.
there you go. Boom, and it's that. So a lot of stuff happened. So where would you like to begin, Omar? Where would you like to start this
Let
begin?
let's start on an absolute high.
All right, all right, all right. I like it. I like
Like
it. All right.
let's start. Let's
Praise, praise before
celebrate
the
our
hate.
boy.
Praise
Yeah,
before the
let
hate. I appreciate
let's
that.
celebrate our
Uh-huh.
boy, the nigga who we all thought was destined to lose all the time.
Right.
But he
Hey,
finally make it to the top
he did. He did.
in the most
After
spectacular
yes,
ways
it
possible,
was.
bro.
It was such a great battle. That's the thing about it. I appreciate, so for all you to know, Ash, after many years of trial and error, being cheated and just harsh disappointment of his league battles and league tournaments, he has finally taken on the crown of league champion and has defeated uh oh gosh, I
Not
can't remember his
only
name.
not only
Leon,
a
defeated
fellow
Leon.
champion,
Oh, that's true.
but
See, that's
let
I think that's
let's
the
tell the
true.
people
You want to take it
how
back?
Ash get it.
You want to take it
Let's
back?
tell
All right,
people
let's take
how
it back.
yeah, let's tell
All
people
right,
how Ash even get it.
all right, all right.
So in the most recent season or most recent season of Pokemon
Yeah,
is titled Pokemon Journeys. And you would
it was
think that
great.
it would be like you would think that it'd be like his everyday journey where he takes on like 8 gyms and he goes up
Right,
against like
right,
all these different people or whatever, yada yada yada. However, this time the writers is like, nah, let's do something different. Instead of having Ash go up against gym leaders to get badges, we're going to piggyback off of his win in Alola, where he became the Alola champion,
uh-huh.
and we're going to enter him and every other trainer throughout the world, meaning every trainer from every single region entered into like this tournament style thing where they compete for rank.
Yep.
Whereas at the end, the top 8 ranked trainers around the world would face off against each other to see who will be number one. And this encompasses every type of trainer you could think of, like regular ass niggas, um, special trainers, gym leaders,
Yeah,
Elite Four members, and champions.
past champions. That's true. That's true.
So throughout this, what made me realize that Journeys is going to be special is because Ash was catching some pretty powerful Pokemon.
Yeah, like he got a Dragonite, he got
He
a
got a
Gengar,
yeah. He
a
caught a Draco Mesh.
Dragovich, right?
He
He
caught
did.
he had a Pikachu, of
Surf.
course,
Of course, he's gonna be
Surfetched,
the Surfetch. He
and a
had
Pokemon
he
that I always wanted Ash to get ever since Diamond and Pearl,
was that
a Lucario.
he did. That's true. That's true. That's true. He had Lucario as well. Like Ash had a team. Usually Ash's teams consist of either
A
pre-evolved form
starter.
Pokemon, a starter,
Yeah,
right? Or like its second form. Then just
yeah,
like random mixes of Pokemon. Like he'll have like a strong evolved form, like somewhere in the mix. But I think
yeah,
this is the first time in my memory where Ash has had from top to bottom, Pikachu aside, top to
yeah.
bottom, like
Even you
all
could
of his.
count Pikachu too, because Pikachu was always supposed to be like
Well, it's
one
true
of
because
Ash's strongest
Pikachu.
Pokemon.
Well, yeah, and Pikachu only evolves with the Everstone. It's not like it naturally evolves too. So that's fine. That's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
yeah,
So, but this is where this is like one of the first times that I can remember where he's had a list of Pokemon from evolve, like starting form to final form, and strong ones, like
uh-huh.
ones like you would actually use in competitive battling. Like that's
Yes,
that's that's the biggest difference there. Pokemon that you would
yeah,
really use in competitive battling. So
yes,
that was a joy to see. So I like, yeah, like you said, I felt like that's when I say, okay, this is kind of different too. Like this is I can see something about this. This Ash is a bit different. But
yes, yeah. So leading up to like the conclusion parts of this series where we had the top eight tournament basically. Um, the top eight trainers in the world were all champions. So
mm-hmm,
we had Ash, of course, who was the Alola champion.
yes.
We had Iris, who was also a former partner of Ash for the Black and White anime. She is currently the Unova champion. Then we also had Diantha, who was the Kalos champion. Then we had the nigga who pissed everybody off in the Kalos anime. The dude with the Mega Charizard X that
Right.
somehow beat Ash,
Yeah.
overpowered Ash Greninja when Alan, he is also a champion. And then we had four heavy hitters. Four beloved heavy hitting champions. Lance, the Kanto champion.
Uh-huh.
Steven, the Hoenn champion. Cynthia, who everybody says is like the greatest trainer of all time,
They do. They
the
do. She
Sinnoh
was there
champion,
as well. She
and
was there as
then
well.
and the actual in-universe greatest trainer of all time, who has never lost a battle in his life, Leon, the number
Leon
one ranked trainer
himself.
in the world. So, like I said, this was an 8-man tournament style
So safe
thing.
to say, Ash is up against a
Yeah.
pretty
At
stacked
this
group. Yeah.
point, Ash was ranked number 8 in the world. By the way, he was
Yeah.
ranked number 8 at this
Yeah.
point in the world.
So
So
pretty stacked competition.
yeah, so in his first round, Ash went up against the number 3 ranked trainer in the world, Steven, and he beat him. Him and Pikachu beat him in spectacular fashion. Him and his shiny
They did.
Metagross.
They did.
I want to place
I will,
emphasis on these people because Ash he had just beat anybody. Really. He was beating
yeah, they beat champions.
heavy
They beat
hitting big
champions.
name trainers. Like Steven have a shiny Metagross that Alan couldn't even beat.
Have we seen shinies like that often in Pokemon anime?
We
I
have
really,
like,
I
we
really
have
can't
seen a
think
few
about it.
shinies because Lance has a red Gyarados. He used the red Gyarados in the
Ah,
tournament.
that's right. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I mean,
So, but
yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
but we don't really see shinies that often in the
Yeah, we
anime.
don't. We don't. We don't. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
actually pretty interesting. But go on, go on, go on, go on. Continue on
So
with
after
Ash's
so
training.
after Ash gone and beat Steven,
Mhm.
they put him up against the GOAT, Cynthia, in a 6v6 battle. Because this battle with Steven was only 3v3.
And this is where
So
and can I just say, this is when the doubt starts to seep back in. It's like, oh god, Are they gonna do it to Ash again? Like, is he going? Is he going to beat Cynthia? Is he not going to beat Cynthia? Or are they gonna have us?
Yeah.
Are they gonna give us a Leon versus Cynthia bot? I don't know. Like, we've been down
Yeah.
this road before, but
Yeah.
hey, it
But
was different. It was different this time.
Ash's Lucario is his Mega Lucario
Yeah.
is that like it got him the victory in a very satisfying way, in a very deserved way, because they were
Mm-hmm.
building up this Lucario to be Ash's in his team,
Yeah.
and it did not disappoint. So I was very happy about that. And then after defeating Cynthia in an epic 6v6 match, they put this man against Leon in a 4 episode long battle, bro.
That should tell you all you need to
Four
know.
episodes.
That right there should tell you all you need to know.
All you need to know, bro. Like this was, oh my god. Like I
It lived
saying
up to
that I
it.
was
It
stressed
lived up
out.
to the hype. Yeah.
Saying that I was stressed out is an understatement, because I was anxious out of my mind, because there was some people. There was a certain video game leaker whose name I'm not gonna say, who decided to create discourse in the anime community, and he hinted at Ash losing. So you know me, and pretty much every other fan in the world, we sick
Right.
and tired of Ash getting so close just to lose in the end. So I was like, my
Yeah.
anxiety was going off. I
Uh-huh.
I was just like,
I
great, if Ash
mean,
lose again,
it's warranted though. It's the PTSD is real. It's very real with Ash.
yes, yes. So I was skeptical going into the last episode. I was like, wait, if Ash loses this, I'm writing off this Pokemon anime for good, like forever. I done. Finito. And
As you
and
should.
I was so anxious to watch this that I stayed up until 4 a.m. and to watch
He
the
did.
live stream for this
He,
anime.
he absolutely
And,
did.
and when I tell y'all this is the best episode of Pokemon I've ever seen in my life, this was like they did
I
everything right, way. They
I
do
could confirm.
everything right.
No exaggeration with that. And honestly,
They do
no exaggeration.
everything right, way.
Now I feel now some people feel as though, hey, Ash victory came with some question marks, or like, okay, that's I don't know about the way that he won. But here's my thing. To those people, I say this: Ash has been cheated multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
multiple times, in
Mm-hmm.
ways that were much more heinous than the way
Mm-hmm.
that he won. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for example, that Ash had to face an opponent that had all legendaries. Let's really think about that for a second.
Yes.
Where in the world are you finding, locating, and catching enough legendaries to make
Thank
a
you.
full? Who was supposed to beat that?
Thank you.
Who was supposed? This man had a dark cry off him. I'm
Bro,
sorry.
that was
I'm
that
sorry.
was the first
I'm
time I
sorry. I'm
realized that these
sorry.
writers
Come
clearly
on,
hated Ashby. They had to
bro.
they had to
Dude,
make a random
dude,
character with
they
a team full
had
of
to.
legendaries, dog.
Ash would have won that year. If not for a dude having a team of legendaries, Ash would have won that year. And obviously,
Yeah.
that guy won.
Yes.
And I think they know that was such BS because notice they didn't even consider him for this
Bruh.
tournament. Think
We
about
only
that.
saw two of them though. His
Think
Darkrai solo, everybody except for
Ah,
Ashby.
exactly.
Bruh.
We only saw two of this man's legendaries. He had a Latios
Yes.
and probably a Latias off air. And a guy, like,
Probably.
come on. Like, what we really doing? And then, of course, Allen.
Yeah, that
Wait,
was that
what?
was the
Wait,
ultimate
what?
fuck you to all the
Wait,
fans,
what?
man.
Like,
That
if
was
there
the
was
ultimate
ever
fuck you to
a
all the fans.
time where it's like, I should have won, like,
Yes.
undoubtedly, like,
Yes.
unquestioned, I should
Yes.
have won, it was that.
Yes.
It was that.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
to everyone crying, it's like, oh no, no. It's about time that it works in Ash's favor. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I don't care.
Yes.
It's about time it works in his favor. Because, like,
Yes.
every other time, and it was even better about this, because even though he won a lower, it felt like, like, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess you got it. But it's like,
Aloha wasn't no real
is it
league.
really satisfying? Like, does it
Exactly.
really make me feel? No, so I love the fact, it was giving my input. I love that he had to face past champions now. Like now, the only thing that would have made this even better if his first match was against Allen. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that. Other than that,
Yeah.
he went through past champions and he beat the
Ash
champion.
Ash Ash beat the top three trainers in the world.
Bing! No, for real. No, there you go. You're right. He beat the top three trainers in the world to secure his place as number one. So I am happy. I am satisfied. And you really know. And it was so amazing to see like how big of a deal this was to a lot of
Hmm.
people, like in the anime community and the Pokemon community. Like, it was such a big deal. Like in Japan in Shibuya Square, people stopped to watch this battle. Like I
Yeah.
saw many different media outlets reporting. You would think that this was an actual thing. Like
Yeah.
it would have you believe that Pokemon were real, and this was actually someone we were rooting for. Like, oh my god! After all this time, he finally got the championship. It's like your favorite
Hmm.
basketball player after many years of failing finally won the chip. Like, it's like, bro, like what Ash just won. And so it was amazing to see. I'm happy he finally he got it. I can't wait to see where it goes from here because to see if like Ash's journey is still going to continue. I'm like, wow, we're
Yeah.
really this man rest. But okay, fine. But he's a champion. I'm happy we saw it, and the battle lived up to it. The battle lived, regardless of how it may have, of how you felt it may have ended, or how he
Hmm.
won it. The battle
Hmm.
itself lived up to the moment, lived
Yes,
up
it
to
did.
the kind of weight it carried in terms of this
Yes.
could possibly be Ash's first like real victory. Like his first,
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this is who, and the battle itself was
To
epic.
me, yeah.
It was everything.
To me, anime has officially peaked now because there's nothing else that I need to see from Ash. He already is the top trainer in the world.
I
Like
mean, besides
he,
probably aging a bit, but I mean that's besides the point. But yeah,
like it's like
nothing else.
Ash never was trying to catch every single Pokemon. So
Oh yeah, no,
in the
no,
end,
he
like
was not.
that's something else that they gonna have to do or they gonna want him to do. So
No.
like he literally like there's Ash doesn't need to prove anything to me anymore. Ash has already done the ultimate task there is. And so I content me. Like I don't like I probably would watch another season if they do continue with Ash. But honestly, like I so content right
Really?
now. Like Pokemon can literally the anime can end, and I fine with that. I
So
dead ass go into rate journeys as a 10 out of 10 now. Like dead ass. Like
like, listen,
bro,
I don't care that I didn't watch anything else in this series.
exactly.
This tournament was worth it. I didn't need to see
Yes.
anything else. This
Yes.
here was worth everything, everything,
Yes. Yes.
everything. Um, and before we move on, I got a question, right? So you started the new Pokemon game, right? As you
Yeah.
started it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would you feel considering the layout of everything for the new game and how it's set up? How
Mhm.
would you feel if Ash came back like as a mentor or a teacher?
I'd be fine with that. I feel like that's a very good and natural
Right,
progression for his
right.
character.
Because the school has
So
teachers who are past gym
yeah,
leaders and stuff like that. I was like, I thought about this, like that would I can see that. I can see that. That way
yeah,
you keep Ash in, but it's like you kind of don't make him the vocal point of it,
yeah,
but everything
and then
else.
they have champion ranked characters in this too, like the Nemona girl.
Right.
So
Bing.
he could
Right.
yeah,
Exactly.
so he could fit in like that too.
That's true. That's true. He could
Yeah,
fit in like a champion level caliber um, trainer. That's because
yeah,
in Journeys we kind of got a bit of the whole duo main character thing going
yeah,
on.
yeah. With him and go.
So with him and Go, but Go being more of a I want to catch every Pokemon out there. So
Yeah,
I can kind of see that, and I wouldn't be mad at it if they did the
yeah.
same
Me
thing.
neither. Yeah.
Just age him a bit. That's the only thing I ask. Like now that we have this, it's, you can age him a
Yes.
bit. Like it's
Yes.
fine.
Yes. Yes.
You can do it
Yes.
now. You don't have to be a 10-year old forever. Like it's okay.
Exactly.
It's okay. We can
Yeah.
move on. We can we can we
Yes.
can we can we can carry on now.
Yes.
And
Pokemon
Ash's
anime
life, yes,
overlords.
right. Like
Please,
Ash's
Age
life
of
can
Ash.
go on
Yeah.
like a normal person and like a normal
Yes.
human being now. But yeah, man, that was great to see, and I'm happy it happened.
Same.
Everything up to this point was worth it. Everything up to this point was worth it. Just for that very very moment. My inner child was complete.
Same. Yeah.
Watching him in Kanto and Johto and everything
Uh,
else, like it's there. It's there. Like I felt satisfaction. I felt satisfaction.
yes. Yes.
What
I
else,
think
man? So we're gonna
every
go.
Pokemon fan around the world can agree with everything that you just said.
Yes, yes. I would assume so. I would hope so.
They better, otherwise we gotta
Right.
fight.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. So, all right, man. So where we go from here? Where you want to go? You want to go to Ishiyama? You want to talk
Yeah,
some Dragon Ball?
let's
Ishiyama.
balance out the
Or
high with kind of a low. So
it's
let's.
not. I wouldn't say so much of a low, but it's like
I mean, it's kind of
it's
sad
more.
because of the implications
Yes,
of what he said. So
true, true. But at the
yeah.
same time, it gives perspective for
Hmm.
perspective, and I guess for more so people who have their theories and to how he feels about the ending. So
Yeah.
Ishiyama was at he had a panel. Well, New York Comic Con is currently going on, and Ishiyama had a panel there at the show at the con that he
Yes.
held. So I guess I don't know what led, and you said there were two things, so I don't even know. So I'll just speak on the first thing I know, but I don't know
Yeah.
what led to him kind of talking about it. But he expressed how the ending for Attack on Titan. We won't talk about the ending for those who don't know how it
Yeah. We
ends,
ain't gonna
but
spoil it.
but the ending of it, he stated that it wasn't quite what he wanted. And just to paraphrase, and that he recognized and acknowledges that a lot of people hated it, so he apologized for that they did like how he ended it, and it was kind of affecting him a bit. So for him as well, being able to do that and to get the love that he was showing for the series itself, he expressed that it was very good to see because he was kind of doubting himself a bit. He's going through it. He was going like some. I caught him. He was
Yeah.
going through it a bit. He was going through it a bit because a lot of people feel very strongly about the way Attack on Titan ended. All right, some people don't, but he definitely seems to have internalized and has seen and has acknowledged the voice of those who felt different about the ending and were a
The
fan of it.
backlash, basically.
Right, the backlash that came with it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it was. I just found it interesting because a lot of times we see a lot of series and stuff like that. We may feel it, and we kind of like wonder, it's like, okay, what was the author thinking, the writer thinking in this moment, or like what he may have felt. So it's kind of it was it's almost very like good to see him say like, hey, I know
Yeah.
it wasn't the best received, and for those who didn't like, I'm sorry, I apologize. It is what it is. It happened. Like I wish the Duffer Brothers could, not the Duffer Brothers, well, D&D could learn such a thing like that. But
Yeah.
it is what it
Yeah.
is. So yeah. So what was the second thing you talked about there?
Well, the second thing you kind of touched on it.
Yeah, what was that?
It with in regards to it not being the ending that he wanted to make,
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
he basically admitted that close to him ending the manga, he changed certain things about it because of Aaron's voice actor. Like he wanted, like
Oh,
basically, yeah, Yuki Kaiji kind of influenced the direction that he went with
really?
Aaron, and then yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, and a lot of the ending defenders couldn't handle that because they've been preaching ever since the last chapter came out that this was the ending Isayama always wanted. And he's been planning the same ending for years or whatever, even though Isayama pretty much admitted already that this was like a last minute change almost. So now that entire group of people are they in shambles right now. They trying to get as much copium as they can. They trying to inhale as much copium and opium as they can to try to
Oh,
compartmentalize
oh
this
yeah, because
reality, this
opium,
truth.
opium. Being
So
used.
So me as
Uh,
an ending hater,
yes, yes.
that this
A very
pleases
vocal,
me. But
very vocal in the area. Yes.
yeah, this pleases me because now this is just more confirmation to show
Confirmation.
that we were right. That we were right in the end. That all these people who used bullshit and their imagination and to
And
make up
ignore the story
scenarios.
corner. Ignore the
Yeah,
plot lines. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
they
Oh,
want to use all these things to make up a narrative to try to deceive everybody else and make them think that all of this shit would make sense and it was planned. But Isayama said, "No, sir, no. This wasn't my intention," and that's why I feel so bad about it because I didn't realize he didn't realize how much people was going to hate it. And I
I mean,
genuinely
I
feel
don't think.
bad for the man because there were
Mhm.
people who was like actually like attacking him and like all
No,
that
I
other
get that. Yeah,
dumb
yeah. That's what I
shit.
say. I think that's like out of like. I think that's taking a step too far. But I mean, I don't think any
Yeah,
writer really goes into something saying like, "Oh, I think gonna hate this,"
yeah.
unless you're Tokyo Revengers writer. But we can get into that.
Oh
Um,
Jesus.
but no, but going some further into that, I guess I'll play devil advocate a bit, right? Even though he admitted that it's not the ending he wanted to do, that technically still doesn't say it was going to be the ending that everybody wanted it to be. It just more so saying
Javon,
like, hey,
Javon, Javon,
I,
Javon,
I,
Javon,
I
Javon.
have to, I have
It,
to do
it, it
it. I
only
have
gonna
to
go
do
two
it.
ways,
I
Javon.
have to do it. I have to say it. Who knows?
It
I don't
only
know.
gonna go two ways. If he
I'm
didn't
just saying.
intend to
I'm
do it
just
this
saying.
way, then
I'm
obviously
just
the
saying.
other way is what he was going to go with.
I mean, we don't know that for certain.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, if we
I'm just
play
saying.
devil's advocate,
I'm
then
just
that's
saying.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
It
That's
may
fair.
have just, but it just means that
Yeah.
hey, last minute. But I just find it very interesting that it was the voice actor that got him to change. Because I would have assumed the editor may have came like, hey, you know what, you should do this. That is, I guess that frees the editor, from any from any wrongdoing. So, but
Yeah.
the for the fact is like the I wonder what was said. Though. That's what I want to know. Like, what was that discussion like? Like, hey, and I'm wondering like, how come he showed him the ending. I also find that very interesting. Cause I don't know if
See,
there's
right,
like
Javon, I can explain
original
that to
voice
you. I can
actors
explain
for
all this to you.
how serious. Oh,
I'll,
let me hear it.
I can explain it all
As
with,
an
with three
ending hater,
letters. With
yeah,
three letters.
what's that?
AOE.
So you
Late,
so not
late, and
only
I can tell, hold on. And I can tell you
oh
why. I can tell you why, because Linked Horizon,
man,
the
come on,
niggas who do the
yeah,
first four openings for Attack on Titan, they knew the ending as well. Because if you look at their openings basically foreshadow and completely detail Akatsuki no Requiem, which is the original ending that Isayama was going to go with.
uh-huh.
And with this in mind, and also because like for the
Yeah,
promotion for the last season, like when they was having like their like promotional
got it. Yeah,
event and stuff like that, the directors and the voice actors they did know things, but they wasn't allowed to say certain things, but they did already slip up in ways to make it show that AOE was happening. So that's why I say that AOE is a definite possibility now, bro. Like
so
it's
not
just
only not only has it brought you joy to know that the ending defenders are wrong and that did not intend for that to be the ending officially, but it's also
yeah.
reignited your hope that AOE is pretty much still on the table of
Yes, and the reason why is
that
that
organization.
Isayama
Now,
thought
ladies and gentlemen, this
that
is what hope
he
you're missing.
thought
This is what hope you're missing.
Isayama thought that we all was
Uh-huh.
going to catch on to what he was trying to do with AOE, but because
Right,
we was like because
right.
all of us was in so
Right.
much shock and denial,
Uh-huh.
we didn't take the time out to actually think that the anime would have the true ending. We was just reacting to the manga ending, thinking
That's
that the
that's
manga
crazy.
ending was going to be the end all be all.
That's
But
why.
we
But
didn't
what?
realize that the end all be all is actually going to be the anime. So so now that us ending haters understand what's happening here, that's why we come. We ain't in shambles like the end defenders who can't accept that their entire delusions were wrong. So like it's I sound like a crackpot right now, Jesus Christ.
You know,
But
I'm looking. I'm just picturing you on the blackboard, though, linking up everything right
bruh,
now,
if I
and
if
it's
I
all
had
the
a
theories.
blackboard,
I'm
if
sure
I
you would.
had a blackboard, I would, bruh. Well,
I'm sure you would.
anyways, but
I'm sure you
but
would.
like I said, I Isayama, we understand, we know what's happening. That's why I can't wait for January because I know, dog.
You know
I
you're about to
know.
get the ending
AOE,
that you
AOE,
deserve. That
bruh.
you deserve.
You saw the poster for
I did.
the net.
The next one, yeah, I did.
That's the Berserker Titan, bro. You know what the Berserker Titan is? You know what that is?
No, tell the for the people who are at home listening
All
in.
right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all
What
right, all
is
right,
the
all right.
berserk right? For
Okay,
all the non
what I will tell you all viewers is to go
yes,
on YouTube and search Berserk Titan
this is where
Aaron,
he started off
so
with.
you can
Uh
have a reference, a
huh.
visual
Uh huh.
aid
Uh huh.
to know what I'm talking about. So in season one, um, when Aaron was fighting Titanized Annie,
Yes. Let's take a
like during their last showdown in within the walls, basically, um, Aaron
yeah.
went on a rampage in his Titan form where like he had like these blue lines all over him and he was on fire and his eyes was blue and he was
I
rampaging
don't recall it.
and he almost yeah in
I have
season
to,
one, remember?
I have to look. I have to look back
Yeah,
at it.
look it up. And it wasn't like this at all in the manga, by the way. It was not like this at all in the manga. So in the anime, Aaron literally
Ah,
he almost killed Annie basically. He was about to eat her and he was saying some things like, oh, I go on to destroy the entire world. So if you pause right there and you analyze that line, that doesn't make sense for this version of Aaron to say because at this point in the story, the only thing Aaron them knows is the walls. He only knows that they stuck inside the walls. He doesn't know about the rest of the world. So
mm-hmm.
why would he say he going to destroy the rest of the world? That's something that current Aaron would say because that's what he's trying to do is to
Sure.
destroy the rest of the world. And that goes on to harken back to the whole thing with the parts and how Aaron sending basically past or he sending memories to his past selves or whatever because he saw the manga timeline and he tried to change things. And that's why
He
in the
saw them.
anime that's what it is, bro. In the anime, like I said, he was literally about to eat Annie, but that did not happen in the manga at all. If you actually look at that in the manga, the anime version and the manga version is completely different.
Okay.
Completely different. And you see how the Berserk Titan there and look, right?
I do. Yeah.
Now look at the poster and tell me that ain't the same thing for the new
Ah,
season. Tell me that ain't that.
how do you know this is just in the head though?
That is just the head, but it's like you see the flames and the blue outlines and the blue eyes, wait. That's how the Berserk Titan form looks.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. I'll give you it. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You're right.
Exactly. So it's like bro, like every time some new piece of information come out, it just adds to the theory, bro.
It's like a drug for y'all right now at this point.
Pray, like
Y'all
Javon,
just
I
getting
swear to God, mate.
every
If
little
this don't
detail.
happen, that's the biggest fumble ever, bro. This would be the biggest fumble ever, dog. Like,
You know what?
this can't be a coincidence, mate. It's too much
I will.
there. There's
I
too
will.
much that makes sense for this to be a coincidence, mate.
You know what? I'll say there's hope for you, and it's not even Attack on Titan related. If Kubo can come back and decide that, hey, I want the anime for this arc to have everything that I wanted and desired in the manga's arc to happen, Ishiyama can do it as well. So,
Bro,
for the mere fact that
I know we doing it, mate.
for the mere fact that he is acknowledged, and that's the only time I will say that, for the mere fact that he has acknowledged the fact that, hey, this is not the ending I wanted, and I recognize that y'all hated the ending. I'm sorry. I would be a little concerned if he still went ahead and said, "Hey, that ending right now, put that in that." Unless this is a forewarning of, "Hey, it ain't gonna be what you like," but I'm sorry. So it's a 50-50 chance at this point. It's
It
50
is
50.
50-50. It is
It's not
50-50.
all hope gone, but it's a 50
Yeah,
50 chance. I will say
yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's a 50
yeah.
50 chance.
And that's why
Uh,
I so excited. That's why I overdosing on opium right now. So it's like,
you you are close to cardiac arrest. I'm pretty sure.
bruh, like
You're
it's
definitely close to
great.
cardiac arrest.
Like I
You're
said,
definitely.
if this don't happen, this could be the biggest fumble I've ever seen in my life.
You may not be
The
able to trust
biggest
again.
fumble,
Yeah, you may not be
bruh.
able to
I
trust
barely ready to
again.
trust now. What you talking about, bro?
Ah,
Like I only have
you're that close.
this
Oh
much hope
man.
left, bro.
Oh damn. Ishama just got you hanging off my chat.
Bruh,
Oh man.
like Jamal,
Ishama don't even know.
I scared to see
He
what I could
got me.
become if this don't happen, me. I
I am
scared.
too. I think we all are, Umar. I think
I
we all are.
scared, dog.
I'm sure we all are. But going off of that, right? Let's segue a bit into another Manaka doing some things, Arthur doing some things. Kubo, since we just mentioned him. And I just remembered it while you were talking,
Oh
and
yeah,
explaining.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Yes,
he
yes.
is doing something major. So in the manga, for everyone who doesn't know, he had briefly shown us the original Shinigamis from Goti 13, the OG ones, in which fought Yawbach 1,000 years ago.
Uh-huh.
He's released a full poster of the entire squad, which leads us to believe that we are going to get an arc fleshing out the original 13, in which I am very excited for. If this is a part of Gumo's, hey, I didn't have time for that then. But right now, I have all the time in the world. I am here for it because there are chapters I want to see. I
Oh
looked
yeah.
at the. I implore anyone listening and watching, go and search up the Golding 13 original captains. They look fun as hell.
They
And
look
I am
phenomenal, bro.
very
They look
excited
phenomenal.
to see what they're about, and to see an arc with those guys in it and to be fleshed out.
Yes.
Like I need it pumped into my veins as soon as possible.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yes,
Tomorrow
Kubo,
can't come
yes.
sooner enough, man.
Oh
It's
man,
literally, bruh, I
iconic
can't wait,
scene.
bro.
Iconic scenes about to come all this week from a few shows.
Boy.
That thing is
And speaking
iconic
of
scene.
like iconic scenes, that last episode, bro, that was like,
Oh
oh my
yeah,
god, bro.
Bleach is doing a great
Oh my
job bringing it
god, bro.
back.
Bleach is easily the best ongoing show right now.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes, talk about
It
it. Talk about it.
easily,
Yes,
easily,
this is
but
that.
like
Trying to
they
tell people. It's what I've been trying to tell to the masses. Like that was a
like
fight. Like I am
I
very
always
excited.
was a fan
I'm
of
aware
Bleach, you
of it.
know, Jamal. I always did love Bleach.
It
It's just that
comes out.
this
It comes out. Oh man,
the
it
last
comes
arc in the
out.
manga
See how
leave
you
a
have to
bad
get it.
taste in my mouth. But
See how
like
you
they
gotta
doing it
cry
right,
it out
bro.
of
They
people.
doing it right,
Right.
dog.
I'm saying. And if we keep getting original, I won't say original, but it's still canon. But if we still get it, additional information and details, I am here for it. Like I believe in this arc. I believe in the anime's version of this arc the same way you believe in the original ending of Attack on Titan. And trust me, that says a
Yes,
lot. That says a
yes,
whole lot.
yes,
So yes, I'm excited.
yes,
I can't wait for that to come, those episodes, wherever he is planning to do with those captains, I'm here for it. Continuing on the manga side of things, Dragon Ball Z Super. And for those who don't know, we also got coming out. This information came out of New York Comic Con too. Did it? I know. Or
No,
was
I
it
don't know.
just
It came out in the latest issue of V Jump.
all right? Cool.
Yeah.
But in the latest issue, we got confirmation,
Confirmation.
official confirmation. I mean, if it wasn't obvious at this point, but now it's for certain that the Dragon Ball Z superhero movie is canon, and we are going to get the newest arc of the manga is going to be the prequel of that movie, and it's going to be focused on Goten and Trunks, and I am excited for that because that means we're going to get Gotenks at some point, hopefully, because that
Mm-hmm.
movie lasted. I'm still not forgiving that movie for cutting off
Yeah.
right when
Yeah,
Goten
wait.
did the fusion dance. I
Yeah.
am still not over that. They knew
Yeah,
exactly what they did.
they troll us
I
hard
don't
with
know.
that way.
Yo, I don't know if it was because they were saying like, okay, the next manga arc is gonna be based on them. We'll save it for that. I don't know. I'm not
Mm,
certain, but I was pissed. But however, I'm
same.
excited. I'm excited to see this. Um, I wish it would have been kind of a sequel too, but I understand bridging the gap because I guess to see what Goten and Trunks were doing up to that point and stuff like that. So we won't expect to see Gohan's new mode or Piccolo's new form as well in this, but we
Yeah.
will get a lot of Goten and Trunks, which is needed, which is fine, which I'm cool with.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
really
yeah.
interested to see how it goes or how long the arc itself may be or like what
Yeah.
happens or who's going to be the villain in it. So that's also very interesting to see on that part. But yeah,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
I'm here
Like,
for it. I'm here for it.
and it's about time too because everybody been
Yeah,
waiting for them to get older, and
yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
and now we're gonna see them in their older states, and it's just really good to be a Dragon Ball fan right now because now people who was trying to discredit the superhero movie, they can't say shit anymore. And then
Oh, yeah, that's facts.
yeah, and
That's facts.
then we also getting Goten and Trunks content out of it too. So it's just like
Goten
we just winning.
was always a welcome addition.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we get confirmation on those two pieces of Dragon Ball Z news that's been rumored for a while now. Pretty soon as well.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So of course, one of it being that the anime is continuing, and I'm not too certain what the other thing may be. Maybe it's
The
another movie.
second one is that there's two anime. There's a second anime coming, but it's going to be unrelated to the
So kind
to
of like
the
how
main anime.
Dragon Ball Heroes was, like kind of like how that.
We maybe, but we don't know for sure yet. They saying it's unrelated to everything basically, but it's going to be a new anime. So, but we don't know what it is yet.
That's interesting. Okay, I
Yeah,
mean, I feel like it may be more of that because that was pretty. But we'll see, we'll see. But if
yeah,
we're getting continuation now, if we get a continue, if the continuation is confirmed and it's happening, do you want them? Where would you want them to start from? Do you want them to do the Moro, go from the Moro arc, the granola? Like, what would you think? What they should do, or you think what would you think they will do? The part of me feels like
okay,
they may give us a bit of Brawly, but another part
yeah.
feels like I don't think they should. But that's me.
Preferably, what I think they should do is start after the superhero movie. But what I think they will do is start from Morrow and then go to Granola and then go from wherever it is that they're going to go after Granola, like Black Freezer or something like that. Who knows? Like so, yeah,
Oh, that's true. Because now we're going back to Goten and Trunks. That means we're kind of leaving off the Black Freezer thing for a while. That's actually pretty
yeah,
interesting. Now that I think about it, huh? Yeah. But I guess I feel kind of similar sentiments. I would want them to
yeah,
just go straight to because I'm like, the Broly movie already happened. Like you can kind of just go watch that and just fill in the blank from there.
yeah,
Well, I don't
yeah,
know where the Broly movie is before the Moro arc, right?
yeah. It's before Morrow.
Whereas, yeah, so you can just do that. You can just do the Moro arc and do the Granola arc. I'm here for that.
Yeah,
Especially if we get to see
yeah,
Vegeta's new form animated. I'm just here for that.
yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
So yeah,
cause like
definitely cool.
the main reason why I say I want them to start after superheroes because superhero takes place after Granola. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes
yeah,
sense. That makes
but
sense.
but
So
but not everybody reads manga. So in that regards, I understand if they start from Moro and then just make their way down the line, which would be fine for me because like those arcs weren't bad.
no, they weren't. And Moro was a pretty good villain. Granola
Yeah,
was a pretty good addition. Like they weren't bad. They weren't bad. They had some of
yeah,
those like,
they
oh,
weren't bad.
what y'all doing? But it's like what? Okay, but they
Yeah,
weren't necessarily bad. I would say the same thing. I will definitely
yeah,
say the same thing.
yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward. So definitely looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Can't wait
Same,
for it.
same.
Yeah. So you ready to get into this hate?
Oh yeah.
This may be an extensive one. Ready to get
Oh
the dive?
Jesus.
The dive. We got all the love of the way. We got all the love of the way. Things that we're excited to see. Now it's time to kill something that we once loved. It's time
Oh
to
yeah.
it's time to put something to bed.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who don't know, we're talking about Tokyo Avengers. The
Mm-hmm.
the manga, not the anime, the manga recently ended. For the series, it's tied up, it's wrapped up, it's put to bed, it's done, and we are here today to give its eulogy and to
Yeah.
give you our thoughts on
Yeah.
what we experienced and what we read. Would you like to
Yeah.
go first, Amal, or should I?
I'll just briefly say that this last, well, Tokyo Revengers is the prime example or a prime example of a series that just went on way too long.
Yeah, yeah,
They had a perfect out and they didn't take it. Why? Because I feel like the writer saw the success of the first season and was like, I want to milk this shit even more. So he pumped out this last arc that nobody wanted. Nobody asked for this. And he gave us literally the worst the worst kind of content ever. Like
oh man.
so much. Do you want to describe this arc in general for the people? Because if I do it, I just get
Ah,
upset, and I don't know. Just describe this arc for the people.
I don't I don't even know where to begin. Uh, it, well, everything Omar said so far is true. Like this Tokyo Avengers is definitely the unquestioned example of why you don't go further in your story than you need to. Than is required of
Yes,
you. Like when you
yes,
have the perfect out in the end, you take it and you run with it, right? Um, and let me even like before I even get even let me just say like even if he wanted to, and cause I thought about this a bit, right? Even if
uh-huh.
you wanted to say continue it and kind of like tie up some certain elements, right? You felt like this was a plot a plot line that you felt like you could have dived deeper in it and really explained. There were so many better and different ways you could have done it,
Yeah,
especially shorter. And I think that's the main issue I have. Not only was this last arc bad, it
yeah,
was long.
yes, it
It's
was.
not like with Attack on Titan, whereas the majority of that last arc was great, but it's just the last two
Facts.
chapters where people felt like, why did you
Yeah,
do that?
yeah,
Tokyo Revenge's last arc was, why did you do this? Times 10. Every every chapter, every page of every week, going on for I
literally.
don't know how long. Like this was when we say dragged on, we literally mean dragged on. So for those who only watch the anime, just know this is a very spoiler based discussion happening right now. Turn away, skip ahead, do what you must, but just letting you know we're diving into spoiler territory. All right,
Yeah,
cool, good, great. Let's go. Let's get into it. Tokyo Revengers gave us the Chisaki ending with truck horn. Gave us the
yeah,
wedding scene. Everything was cool. Everything was great. We're happy. Everyone is happy.
yes,
Besides one individual. That individual being Mikey. Okay, cool. Mikey still is going on this dark pod, whatever.
mm-hmm.
Talking now. Let's just skip alongside. Let's just skip a bit of that, right? Takamichi now takes it upon himself, like, okay, no. If we all can't be happy, it's not fixed. He asked the girl, he asked what he wanted. Everyone is
They
safe.
stopped Kisaki.
His
Yeah,
main mission has been completed.
yeah,
Except his friend Mikey is still on that dog pod. So what did he do? Goes back in time. And this is where everything begins to take its drastic downward spiral. We now go through a journey of learning that hey, Mikey pushed his friends away. Everyone's living their lives normally. Everyone is cool with the decision. Boom, bang, bing. Takumi just like, no, what is this? This is Atonement. This is what we're standing for. We have to do something
Mm-hmm.
with Mikey. We have to get the guys back together. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Unknowing him, Draken also felt the same way. Boom. So that begins where now Takamichi is going on the journey of trying to get everyone from the gang together and form a team to go against Mikey and his team. Along this line of this, Draken dies. That's strike one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's strike
No, no, no,
one.
no. No, that's strike two. Strike one was them even having this arc. That
You're
was the
right,
first
two. That's right.
strike.
That's strike two. You're right. That's
Yeah.
strike two. You're right. That's strike two. Draken dies. Draken dies in this arc when he didn't need to die.
Yes, he
Strike.
did.
Strike
And
two.
and and what was so
Yeah.
messed up was that like there was little things in this arc that could have been welcomed if it was handled correctly, like how they went
It
deeper
was.
into the first
It
generation
was. I,
and
I,
how
I
and
was
how they
getting to it.
introduced like a new character, best girl by the way, Senju.
Yes. Shinju was really great. The original generation of the dragons was really great,
And
especially
then
because
and then
that's been such
yeah.
a focal point in the story up to this point with that gang.
Yeah, and
Yes,
then
that
I
was
also
cool.
like the Brazilian dude who grew up
Yeah,
basically in
that was
like
cool.
a mafia type gang or whatever. Terrano South, that's his name.
Yeah,
Terrano
was
South.
about to like
Yeah,
Eterno. So like if you think of like Mexico with the cartels and everything like that, it's kind of how he
yeah,
grew up. He grew up in that
yeah,
place where he was fighting at the beginning,
yeah.
all that good
I
stuff,
I
right?
I
Cool.
enjoyed the additions of these two niggas basically, but then they invalidated both of them by having Mikey just appear after like not being really seen in the first part of this arc,
Yeah,
and just like curb stomped them, and that whole situation just ended. It's like they literally were in the story just to lose to Mikey.
that's what, and that's where I'm getting at now, right? You bring in you bring in this, I think, great group of characters. You give us some information on the first dragons. The fight is extensively long already, and you kind of just like Omar said, Mikey comes in, boom, bang, bang, boom, beats them, everything is for naught. Like, so why don't we just go through all of that? That's my
Yeah,
first thing. And I'm like, you could have done all of this and taken out so much of the other, and it would have been cool. We didn't have to do any of that. So now Mikey goes, not Mikey, sorry, Takamichi goes on and forms his own uh, Tokyo Manji gang, the Tokyo
yeah,
Revengers,
yeah,
right? Again, up to this point, this manga has been dragging. It's been dragging. Boom. We have the confrontation with Mikey. We have the confrontation going on with Mikey, right? Everyone's fighting. Everyone's doing the best. They're greatly outnumbered.
yeah,
Mikey's gang greatly outnumbers them, right? Strike number three. Strike number. But before that, we have a very touching moment with some good plot. No, I lie. I skipping. Oh, mom, skipping. Strike three came long before that. Before we got to this point, right? The big question, the big airing secret,
yeah,
as the meme said, what did those dudes do to make him so mad?
yeah,
And in this case, Mikey, why is he so mad?
yeah,
Why does this one dude? And keep in mind, right? There's like one dude that we kind of saw in the background and becomes like more of a vocal piece as it goes on, the arcs go on.
yeah,
I can't remember his name, but he was a childhood friend of Mikey too. And it's like, oh my god, can I just say, as the story goes, everyone is a childhood friend of Mikey. Somehow, for some odd reason,
yeah, yeah,
everybody connected. Like,
yeah.
I'm
Everybody.
right. So we mentioned Senju, a new character introduced. Sinju is the sister of that character, and who's been in Toman as well. But like the background piece, kind of, and just getting more and more and more and more of a focal point in the story. Anyway, we're trying to figure out why does he always want to harness this evil in Mikey? Like, why is he always propelling this? Right? Cool. Boom. We finally get to the backstory of the whole thing, where Senju is telling Takamichi of how she is the reason Mikey is the way he is. Do you know why this man is so upset?
They're
Do
not
you
gonna
know
know.
why this man is so upset? You would think in some like big grand, like, oh my god, some dark secret. Mikey got a toy plane from his brother one day. Love. Now we
Woo!
know what he loves his brother.
Wee!
Mikey loves his brother. He does. He got a toy plane.
Wee!
A toy plane he didn't want nobody else playing with. It's like, you, that plane right there, don't you look at it, don't you touch it, don't you smell it. You got that from my brother? You leave that alone. Said you took it upon herself to go and play with the plane. She broke the plane. And in process of breaking the plane, blame her brother for breaking the plane. This very reminiscent of Shigaraki and his sister. But anyway, broke
Yeah.
the plane, blame the brother. You know what Mikey can then do it does? Beats the ever loving crap out of this man. He breaks this man's face. Literally, that he has a scar that he has left. He breaks this man's face. And for
Yes.
some odd way, that turned her brother crazy because now he's obsessed. And Mikey harnessed the evil in the spirit. So all of this began with a broken plane. I'm like, y'all got to be stuff. Y'all got to be kidding me.
A toy plane, bro.
All of this, the darkness in Mikey's heart began with a toy plane. I'm like, all right, strike two. Y'all got it. Okay, cool. I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm already invested. I've read this far. We
We
might as
say
well
it
keep.
can't get worse than this. It
We
can't
might
get
as
worse than this.
Why did we say that, Lamar? Why did we say that? Why did we say it couldn't get any worse?
That's
Why
the
did because
copium, bro. We was
oh
adjusting
man,
copium.
oh man. Like we knew it would end bad, but we didn't know it would end this bad. Anyway, right?
Oh,
So
good.
at this point, we just reading for the sake of reading. It's like whatever at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
God Almighty. So backtrack, flash forward back. Mikey, Takamichi, big confrontation. Let's go. Like I said, we have a moment with Sanju's brother and the other guy that was a childhood friend of Takamichi. I can't remember, but he was a gang member in a gang that you guys
Yeah.
will see. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah.
moment people, sacrifices were made, stuff and yada yada.
Yeah.
So now Takamichi, Mikey, standoff. We about to get into it. We about to get into it. Right? Now, when I say that, everyone can probably guess, like if without reading or watching, it's kind of like how this fight would turn out.
Oh,
Obviously,
wait. You gotta tell them about the BS ability to Takamichi on.
I am getting there. That's what I'm leading up
Yeah.
to that. I'm leading up to
Yeah.
that. I'm leading
Yeah.
up to that,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
obviously you would expect, Mikey is stronger than Takamichi, without a question. Takamichi can't fight. It's whatever. But what is Takamichi about to do? How is he gonna save Mikey? He tells Mikey, let's go, let's bring it on. Boom. The fight begins. And boy, oh boy, did the plot armor. Did the BS BS. Because from this point forward, I ain't never seen no crap like this in my life.
Same.
Takamichi, for some odd reason, has now gained the ability to see the future in intervals, in quick intervals of what's happening in front of him. So he is able to now see Mikey's blows before they happen, which now enables him to dodge Mikey. Now, just like us, the readers, the characters themselves are stunned, shocked. Keep in mind, they are in the middle of fights. All of them halt to now witness Takamichi dodging every blow blow that Mikey throws, and then like, what the hell is going on?
Yes.
That can't be Takamichi, but it is because BS is happening and plot armor is thick.
Yes.
Mind you, they hinted at something for Takamichi happening real quick, where he looked into the future and saw something happening where he was able, because the Sanju's brother wanted to kill who did he want to kill?
He was trying to kill Oh fuck! Who was trying to kill again?
Who was he trying to kill? Anyway, he was trying to kill somebody, right? With the train. He was
Yeah.
trying to run the
Yeah.
train off. He saw it, boom. That's how everything happened. That's how sacrifice
Yeah.
worked. Get it, right? So now they hinted that, and the ability is in full bloom. All right, cool. All right. And again, I'm just saying, I'm just reading. Hey,
Yeah.
it's happening.
Yeah.
I've accepted this arc for what it is. And
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm just, hey, whenever you throw at me, I'm gonna read it and go above my day. That's it. I just
Yes.
want to get it.
You just want to see that.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Now we get a flashback of Mikey's brother and how everything. But prior to that, we learn that Mikey is aware of time leaping. Which, if I think back to it, right? If I think back to it a bit, how the hell does he? How the hell does he know time leaping exists?
Exactly.
Nothing in that flashback indicates to me that his brother. Newsflash. The brother was the second time leap all along.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Big reveal. The brother
Yeah.
was the second time leap all along. Who would have thought? Nobody.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Literally no.
nothing nothing in this flashback story indicated that he told Mikey of this. But whatever, some odd reason
Yeah.
Mikey knows. I'm a
Yeah.
time leaper. Hey. Oh wait, no. Didn't Takamichi tell Mikey that he was a time leaper? I'm trying to recall. Didn't he tell him that? Didn't it
I
reveal like
don't.
he
I
said
don't. He might have been though. I don't know.
I
But
think
for
he
the
did.
sake of this, we just could pretend that didn't happen because
I mean,
it really don't matter in the grand scheme of it.
even still, it don't matter because how the hell did you point the fact that your brother was one? Anyway, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in there now we learn originally what had taken place in the story before all this time traveling happened. We learned that yes, Mikey's Mandro, I can't remember his name, the brother's name, but gave Mikey the airplane, but except someone else breaking the airplane. Mikey falls down the stairs and goes into a coma where he basically becomes a potato. Right?
Yeah.
The brother feels regret for giving him the plane. He feels responsible. He's saddened that his brother is in the state. Boom, bang. So he's like that until the day that he dies. He took on taking care of him, and now everything around him is broken. Their sister ran away. Their grandfather died. It is what it is. He is pretty much taking up he's everything that's happening around. He's balling up just to take care of brother in the father's face. Mikey finally dies, and that snaps him and throws him over the edge. Where
Yeah.
now he's in the bar with one of his friends. He learns that there's this guy who says, "Hey, I can time travel." He goes, confronts him, ends up killing the guy to take his powers. Doesn't see that it's activated. He commits suicide and then ends up time traveling back to where we're now presented with the timeline that threw us into what we are now, where he got
Yeah.
killed by Kotaro and Baji trying to rob the store to get Mikey the bike and everything. So now we're here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
So the kicker is because of all of that, that's what made Mikey as dark as he is because of the karma of whatever that is, whatever this is now possessing Mikey or whatever engulfing him in whatever
Yeah.
darkness that is. Present time.
Yeah.
Mikey kills Takamichi. Mikey feels regret for killing Takamichi. They both weep, they both cry, they both tired. And here comes the
The
last two
ultimate
chapters.
bullshit. The ultimate bullshit.
I know this has been an extensive review, but I want y'all to feel every bit of pain that we went through reading this
Yeah, bro.
long, drawn out, disgusting of an arc, right? Now
Yeah.
we're at the final, we're at the end with the finish line, the grand finale. Not only did Takamichi time travel this time, and he time traveled all the way back to when he was a kid, a little kid in elementary school. But Mikey time traveled with him. Why? I don't know. I
No,
guess it's
nobody
because no
knows.
one knows. One can guess it because he killed Takamichi, so by default, Mikey gets the power, but then
How
Takamichi's
Takamichi?
feeling.
Yeah, yeah. Like
I
it's
don't know. Somehow they both time travel together. And from
yes.
that point on, we go on a journey of the most BS. This was such
If you
BS,
ever want to see somebody
really,
completely invalidate the entire series,
bro.
that's what this last chapter is.
It,
These
it
last two
was.
chapters, sorry. That's what this last two chapters is.
I feel like what is his name? Watoki? I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
And
yes.
I feel like I shouldn't. Ken. That's it.
Watsuki or something like that.
Ken decided that I'm going to piss off this fan base even more than I have. What can I do to accomplish this goal? I got it. I got it. I'm going to send Takamichi and Mikey back in time to not only correct the wrongs done, every single op that they have had throughout this journey, they basically befriended and got to join the Tokyo Manji gang. So instead of it being the original crew who started the gang like it was, Takamichi is now a part of that. Kasaki is now a part of Takamichi brought Kasaki to be a part of that. And then Mikey brought on Senju's brother to be a part of that. And it just became it just influx from there. So every individual that you can think of up to this point in the story that they've had to face, they had to fight, they whatever, they are part of the Tokyo Manji gang.
Like literally, like I said, this entire manga became invalidated with these two chapters alone. These two chapters alone.
I
I don't know
I
how we
I,
thought this was
I,
a good idea.
and this is how I knew it was BS. It just had Mikey and Takamichi standing on build whatever the hell they were, just declare this will be our revenge. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, this is what we do. It's like, all right, this is all right, and it's just a slideshow. It's literally each page is like, okay, okay, okay. Oh, you brought him in. All right, cool. Okay, then. Oh, speech here, speech there. Okay, all right, right. And then eventually they got to the age they were originally, and Mikey disbanding the Tokyo Manji gang and saying, "Ha ha, we did it. We corrected." So for, I don't know how, but I guess Mikey and Takamichi cured mental illness. They cured
Yes, they did.
abuse. They cured family issues. They cured PTSD. They cured trauma. Because it's like it wasn't just the fact that they were ops just for the sake of being ops. These people had a
Yeah.
legit issue, but for somehow they cured all of that. Cool. All right, boom. This is how you want to end them. This is how you want to end your mind. Go right ahead. So essentially, we get to the very last chapter, and to put it all in a nice little bow, Tokyo Revengers ends with everyone just being happy and being upstanding citizens of society, and that has been your story, ladies and gentlemen, for Tokyo Revengers.
Yes.
Oh, when I tell you that this was a smooth, like the series itself, because of that art, is a smooth 5 out of 10 for me. I don't recommend anybody to read Tokyo Revengers. If you read Tokyo Revengers, as soon as Kisaki dies, I don't know. As soon as you get to the resolution of where you need to be, cut that out. Cut it out. Don't do
Yeah.
not go further. Ignore everything after. Do not acknowledge it. Disregard it. I have never seen a serious downfall this severe in all my, and I thought season 2 of The Promised Neverland was bad. Yo,
Same,
I've never seen someone sabotage their work like I saw with Tokyo Revengers.
same.
That and literally there was no thought put in this ending. It's like I'm just trying to finish this off. Here you go. Here's the ending. This will happen. I'm like this. I've never read more BS in my life. In my life, this
Yeah,
was a pain to. It was a little tiny bit of hope. I was like, at least maybe I may get some form of satisfaction from the ending, even though I get it's like, nope, nope. I'm gonna leave with
absolutely nothing.
BS. I'm gonna end with BS, and here we are. The
Hmm.
only good thing
Hmm.
that came out of this was the fact that Baji and Draken are alive. That's it. That's
And
it.
Emma,
I never
and
right.
and
I never.
and
That's
him
it.
and Emma are expecting a child together.
Big. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. Half the people we don't even know what they do for a living. It just said, hey,
yeah,
this one is this, that one is this, he does that.
yeah.
It's like, hey, you over here living life, and then we just all happy. Oh, oh, oh! I almost forgot. I opened the final middle finger to the readers. The final middle finger Ken gave to the readers was when Steve Fuyu, for some odd reason, he is the only one that remembers everything that happened before Takemichi changed it. He's the
Yeah.
only one that knows right now the life that we had is because of you and what you did. He's the only one that remembers every why? Because
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I'm
We
like,
don't
you
know.
got I'm like, bro, what have we done to you as a reader? All we did was love your series. Like that's it.
Yeah.
All we
Yeah.
did was rave about it. Like we were so excited for it. We was like, I can't wait for season 2. I gotta go read this now. I
Hmm.
regret everything. I wish I had stayed in anime only. Listen to me. Listen to me and listen to me well. If you are an anime only, what I want you all to see my eyes when I say this. If you are an anime only watching Tokyo Revengers, stay that way.
Yeah.
Stay that way. Do not
Relish
look at that. Don't look at that manga.
relish
Don't
in the
pick up
good while
that.
it
I don't
lasts.
care how good those volume covers look. Don't pick up. Don't pick up that manga. Stay pure. Don't. Hey, stay pure, bro. Bro. Oh my god. This was such a letdown.
Yeah.
Like I knew it was
Yeah.
a letdown. But this was a letdown. This is a
Yeah,
serious letdown.
this wasn't even a fumble. This was a pick six followed by another pick six. That's what this was.
Followed by a safety,
Yeah.
and then topped off with a safety.
Yeah. Yeah. That chief few thing was definitely the safety. Like it was,
I
oh man.
and I hate that
I
L.
I I've never seen a fall from grace this bad, man. Like, cause like as bad as the ending for Attack on Titan was, overall, it still wasn't like it still doesn't make the entire series that bad. Like
No, exactly. That's my
there's still
point.
redeeming qualities to it. But
That's
this ending literally invalidates the entire
there's
story, man.
everything. Like it's one thing to where it's like y'all already went over an arc too much, right? And this is kind of like this is taking away the joy of me reading this series and then the enjoyment I had with the series. Not only did
Yeah.
you do that, pretty much everything I read up to this point was for nothing. Like
Yeah,
th-
basically.
we don't even know why we don't like we don't even know why Han was the way Han. Like there's so many things left on the table
Yeah.
and disregarded.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no point to this. There was like literally looking back now, no point. And like I said, even if you wanted to do this, like there was so many better ways for you to do this.
Yeah.
That was more concise and not as long, and could have made possible more sense. Like, all right, cool.
Yes.
I may not have liked it, but I could have came away from saying, all right, it is what it is. But this, yo, this is a travesty. This is definitely a
Yes.
travesty. But
Yes, it is.
I don't want to end this pod there. So
Yeah.
I will bring up and mention now. Um, oh, we know the anime Oshinoko. It's
Yeah.
coming out, and we finally have the platform that it's going to be on, and it's taken by High Dive, which is very interesting because High Dive has definitely been making a push for itself as of late to really, I guess, to compete with Crunchyroll in a bit, in a sense, and to kind of get his foot out there onto the anime streaming platform. So, because Oshinoko is a very big anime, and they got a lot of good ones this season too. I
Yeah, they
think that's a
did.
really good start from where for them. That's a really good start in terms of having a big anime that is expected for when it releases to be very big. They have a lot of fanfare and a lot of people are expecting and are anticipating. I know you've mentioned it a lot, and you've stated before like that
Yes.
Blue Lock has been your favorite to read each week. So it should be very interesting, and it's going to be very interesting to see how where High Dive goes and how over the years as the months go on, how well it competes with Crunchyroll. They just have to change their UI, man. I think that's the only thing. They have to change their UI for me, and I think
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
definitely on the right track of going. But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely peep it. It may get a lot of people to give it a look. And I think the only reason, the only thing I would say the negative of it being is that because iDive isn't as well known yet and is still trying to catch up, that a
Yeah.
lot of people may miss Oshinoko. Um,
Yeah.
they may have
Yeah.
a lot of people, considering if it may have been on a Crunchyroll where you had more
Yeah.
people
Yeah. That's
who
the.
had of it as well going on as well
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the anime. So I think that's the only negative. Other than that, I mean, I think it's a
Yeah.
good thing for them.
That's literally my only concern
Uh,
or my only gripe with it. I guess is
yeah,
that I would have preferred it to be on Crunchyroll because of the wider reach that it has.
right. It does. It does. It does.
Yeah, but
So
we'll see how it goes.
yeah, man, I'm
We
looking
only could
forward
be
to it
optimistic.
still. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
still check it out, and I'm still give it a look. I'm still excited for it. Happy again, like I said, happy for High Dive. They got a big one. They got a really good one, and hopefully it
Yeah.
does a lot for their platform going forward. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap it up for there. We're gonna wrap it up there today. I think we talked about a lot. We expressed a lot. We got a lot out of our system, especially after that we
Yes,
had
we
to
did.
really dive into that and disappointment be known. But thank you guys once again for listening and watching the Otaku Summit as well. So like, as always, hit us up in our Discord. Make sure to follow us on our Twitter, the Solid Park, the Solid on YouTube, as well as SoundCloud, on the Taco Summit on TikTok as well. We will definitely be posting a lot more videos there. We'll be posting a lot more reviews there as well. I'm
Yeah.
still debating if I'm gonna do one for Tokyo Revengers, but we'll see. I'm gonna wait for the anger to come down a bit before I get into that. But
I
as
feel like you
always,
should do it with the anger in mind.
I should. Did I know one
Yeah.
last time? That's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. We'll see how
Yeah.
it goes. But then again, once again, this has been your boys from the Otaku Summit. It's been great having you. It's been great talking with you guys. And remember, do not read Tokyo Friends. Stay away from that. Stay away
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah. Stay far away from
Like
that one.
a bad drug. Don't do it to
Yeah.
yourselves. I
Yeah.
warned you. If you
Yeah.
don't listen, that's on you. That's on
Yeah.
you. But this has been the Otaku Summit, and we are heading out. We will see you guys next episode. And with that, see you guys later. Poof!
Poof.
Let me call again.
After hours,
Yeah, I gotta call again.
Otaku Pod Summit, Otaku
After
Summit Pod. Sorry, after hours.
after hours, after hours.
I gotta pull it, April. Cam, if you don't end the pod, I can start stripping.
That's crazy. You relax. You take it easy. You take it easy, bro. You
Oh
take it
yeah,
easy.
see, I already halfway there. I already halfway there, bro. I ready.
You really not picking
See,
up.
it's starting.
I think
It's
if we just
starting,
leave,
Cal.
I think if we just leave it then. Because let's just leave. Let's just leave. Let's just leave. Let's just leave. We got.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do this to y'all. Next time though,
Yeah.
next time. Next time.
There'll be a next time. I promise. Don't do that. Don't do that. Later.
All right, later.